Hey guys, I'm back at Barrett-Jackson, but I don't want to talk about the truck in this video. I want to focus on the bed because I already did a video on the truck. It's an elevation off-grid F550, but I have Brent Bowen here from Bowen Customs. Hey dude.
Hey guys.
So you just built this bed, right?
Yep, we just finished it.
And people might say, okay, what's the big deal, right? You put a couple of pieces of metal together and called it a day, right?
Yeah, they might say that.
But there might be more to it.
There is more to it, yes.
So can you tell me just like the concept for this and why it's unique?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is one of our camper beds with a forward garage, which is not in itself new. We've been doing that for a better part of a year. But this is the first cabin chassis model with an articulating subframe underneath it.
Okay, so what does that mean? Like I'm looking between the cab and the bed right now in the front.
Yeah.
So can you kind of explain that?
Yeah, so on the cabin chassis models with the C-channel type frame, there's a lot of flex in that chassis as the wheels articulate. So mounting a bed to that, especially an aluminum bed, can cause a problem because stuff can bind up and bend. So we've used some parts from Globe Trekker, and we've designed our own subframe with a 3-point pivot system so that chassis can flex and articulate, allow full wheel travel, and not affect the bed or the camper in it.
All right, let's open the garage space.
Yep.
You call it garage, right?
Yep, we call this our garage. This is unique because, as you can see, it fits a full 42-inch spare tire in there.
Can you get some light in here as well?
So full 42-inch spare. We are working on a cradle to lower that out as an assist.
Sweet. And it's kind of a deeper pocket here.
Yep.
And then, of course, and then this space from here to the end on this truck is 8 feet.
Correct, on this model, yep.
And that's important, right? Because that's a standard long bed.
Yep, exactly, yeah. So this is designed really to accept most of your major campers, sliding campers.
All right, so now you have, we'll show it on the other side, several different compartments. Mm-hmm. But let's look underneath because this is where kind of the magic happens, right?
Yep, absolutely. So you can kind of see up in the front, we have our 2 pivot points that control the front to back pivoting of the bed. And then our subframe comes back here. If you look at the rear, you can see the 3rd pivot point back there that's side to side. So that's what allows that frame to travel independently of the bed itself.
So the bed can tilt towards the cab a little,
yeah,
and also side to side.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as the back of the truck flexes side to side, that lifting motion also pushes the bed towards the cab, which is what those forward pivots do, and it's also why we have that spacing in the front to allow that motion.
And of course, it won't touch the cab, right? So you've calculated that.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at it a little bit from the back.
Yeah.
Let's leave this open just for now.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a flat space. How wide is this?
This one, it's approximately 60 inches wide.
Okay.
It's similar to a factory tailgate on a truck. This is a removable tailgate. This customer in particular wanted to be able to use this as a truck when the camper is out. And then it has all of our tie-down system track that comes with all of our beds.
And this is important because you can put a slide-in camper.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Directly, like a standard one, off the shelf,
yeah,
basically.
This customer in particular has a serious hard side. We've done Arctic Fox, Scout, really, Host, EcoCap, all of them.
Yeah. Did you consider, I heard yesterday somebody talk about like a gooseneck window in the middle?
Yeah, that is an option. If you want a gooseneck access door in this bed or any of our beds, you can request that.
Okay, sweet. So it's an option.
It is an option, yep.
All right, well let's close this up because I want to look underneath a little bit too.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're in the back here, and that's that pivot in the back you were showing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so this is where our steel subframe attaches to the pivot and then the pivot to the frame of the truck. And you can kind of see here how the gap is smaller on this side compared to that side over there because the wheel's articulating, so this bed is it's functioning the way it was intended to right now.
Yeah, it's actually very visible because here I can put about 4 fingers and here maybe only about 3 fingers. So the spacing is different.
Yeah. Yep.
That's very cool. And okay.
Now, I think probably one of the important things to point out with that subframe too is that that's really what allows this to be. Our bed and Elevation Off-Grid are the only 2 beds in the world that allow liquid spring and 42s to fully articulate. So that's really...
Yeah, let's show that.
Yeah, so that's really how this came about, is trying to design something that would allow this 42-inch tire to travel fully up into the wheel well without making contact. Most beds on the market for cabin chassis, they only have about 3 to 6 inches of up travel before they make contact. So this system as a whole allows it to travel all the way up.
And this is not even a full travel right now. I mean, that isn't a block.
Correct. Yeah.
You've tested it.
Yeah, we lifted this with a forklift. I want to say we had a full 50-gallon trash can underneath. I want to say it was in this area and still no contact. So pretty good.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I want to show the suspension as well. And you were also saying there was a challenge to keep the bed floor as low as possible, right?
Yeah. So you can buy pivot points and bolt them to a frame. One of our key considerations in these beds is keeping the floor down low so that the camper's not getting pushed high in the air. So that was one of the biggest challenges, designing this subframe that would pivot like this and still keeping it as close to the chassis as possible. So to my knowledge, it's the lowest subframe that articulates like this on the market.
And you could see it. I mean, you've calculated it to within 2 inches here.
Yeah.
So, and plus additional flex is accommodated by that.
Yep.
So then the rest of it is aluminum, right?
Yep.
You said the steel subframe.
Steel subframe, and then everything else on the bed is aluminum. So it's pretty light combo. We didn't get a final weight on this because we were getting it out for the show, but it is very light. Typically on our 1-ton models, a camper bed like this is within a couple hundred pounds of the factory bed weight, so very light.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially like a steel bed, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The Ford bed's a little different because they're aluminum, but definitely when you compare it to a steel bed.
So this is the other. So it's a pass-through basically here. And I like how you integrate. I mean, this looks almost factory, right?
Tried.
That's the whole point, right?
Yep. Yeah. We pay a lot of attention to aesthetics. It's really important to us.
Very sweet. So, can somebody just purchase the bed separately, or how does that work?
Yeah,
in theory.
So you can order this bed from us at Bowen Customs. We offer it for a wide variety of trucks on the market. So yeah, it is available through us. So we do a lot of work with elevation off grid. So the majority of our customers getting these, we've partnered together with them. So this was the very first one that we've done, and we have another half dozen coming in the next couple of months. So really popular model right now.
What's like the price point for this? Do you have one as far as like separately?
Yeah. So if you were to get just the bed and you weren't going to do any of the wheels, lift, it was just going to stay a dually, you're probably looking at around $28,000 to $30,000. When you go to a setup like this with liquid spring, 42s, then we require the subframe, the articulating subframe. That's going to push you up a little bit closer to around $40,000 out the door.
Okay. But once again, aluminum sides and that subframe still there.
Yep. Yeah, that includes everything you see here. Steel articulating subframe, aluminum bed with the garage.
And it's built where?
So we're out of Arvada, just outside of Denver, Colorado. So made in the USA. Yeah, really proud of that and all the jobs that it provides for our team over there.
Well, there you have it, guys. It's kind of a deep dive into what makes kind of an overland and also commercial grade bed possible.
Yep. Yeah,
all in one.
Yeah, we have a lot of people that request it for the commercial side too.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, thanks a lot, dude. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Andre.
All right.